a danger of the unspoken expectation. We are masters of assumption. In relationships, both personal and professional, we carry dozens of unspoken expectations about what others should know, how they should act, and what they owe us. The unspoken expectation is the #1 destroyer of trust and the most common cause of disappointment. When your expectation is violated, you don't blame your failure to communicate. You blame the other person for their failure to mind read. You cannot hold others accountable for a rule they didn't know existed. Communication is collaboration. Assumption is a passive-aggressive act. The mind-reading trap. The unspoken expectation is the mind-reading trap. You assume your partner knows how you want the house organized, how you define quality work, or how often you need validation. This trap is rooted in the belief that if they really loved, respected, cared about me, they would just know. This belief is childish and guarantees failure, as no one can truly know your history or your internal standards. The only way to achieve clarity is through courageous conversation. You must articulate your needs and standards clearly and without apology. To prevent future unspoken expectations from causing disaster, you must implement the pre-mortem. Before starting a new project or entering a new phase of a relationship, pause and ask the proactive question: what assumptions are we making right now that will cause a conflict later? Identify the unspoken expectations, write them down, and turn them into spoken agreements. This upfront commitment costs 10 minutes, but saves hours of resentment and fighting later. Let's look at 2 scenarios where articulating the expectation prevented major conflict. Case study 1. The household chore trap. A couple fought constantly because the husband felt the wife wasn't doing her fair share of cleaning. His unspoken expectation was, cleanliness means dusting and mopping. Her unspoken expectation was, cleanliness means dishes and laundry. They wrote down a list, defined each chore specifically, and created an agreement. The problem wasn't a lack of effort, it was a lack of definition. Case study 2. The professional deadline. A manager was disappointed when her employee missed a deadline. Her unspoken expectation was, if you're late, you must communicate immediately. The employee's unspoken expectation was, I need to fix the problem before I report it. The manager implemented a new rule. The moment you suspect a delay, you must tell me. Your communication is more important than your solution. Clarity instantly solved the problem. Assumptions are the silent killers of collaboration. Speak up clearly and calmly. Here is your 3-step plan to eliminate unspoken expectations. 1. Identify your major frustration. What is the one thing that constantly frustrates you about a partner or colleague? The source of that frustration is your unspoken expectation. 2. Turn the expectation into a request. Rephrase it from "you should know X" to "I need you to do Y." Example: I need you to communicate delays immediately. 3. Schedule a 10-minute agreement session. Dedicate 10 minutes this week to discuss one identified unspoken expectation with the relevant person and turn it into a clear, mutual agreement. Clarity is kindness. Speak your expectations into existence. The unspoken expectation is the silent killer of trust and collaboration. You cannot hold others accountable for a rule they didn't know existed. Communication is collaboration. Assumption is a passive-aggressive act. The only way to win is to leave the mind-reading trap behind and speak your needs clearly and without apology. Clarity is kindness. What is the one thing that constantly frustrates you about a partner or colleague? The source of that frustration is your unspoken expectation. If you're ready to trade passive disappointment for active agreement, hit the like button. Subscribe for strategies that build high-trust partnerships, and click the notification bell to join a community committed to resilient, courageous communication. Speak your expectations into existence.